Ashley Mazer, and today I'm going to talk to you about UNICEF. Clay Aiken said, "Everyone deserves the best start in life, which is what UNICEF is working to provide the world's most vulnerable children." The sources that I used for this presentation are www.dictionary.com, www.doonething.org, www.brainyquote.com, and unicefusa.org. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the start of UNICEF and the history behind the organization, the goals that the organization works to and strives for, and where the efforts have reached, such as what countries UNICEF provides its needs for. UNICEF is a nonprofit organization that works to improve the lives of mothers and their children, which can transcend into generations to come. Nana Muscori shares the sentiments of most of the people who have participated with the UNICEF organization when she says, "UNICEF is the most rewarding thing that I have ever done in my life. A bunch of celebrities and people work with UNICEF, and they always say that whenever they see the children get relief from the organization, that it is truly inspiring and that they all feel very rewarded for doing it." After World War II, a lot of the countries were devastated, and they were left with not a lot of supplies. So the United Nations General Assembly got together on December 11, 1946, and actually started UNICEF. Their goal was to provide emergency food and health care to the children in need for the countries that were devastated by the war. It was mostly started in Europe, so Europe was some of the first countries where UNICEF started. The organization now reaches over 150 countries with its goal in global humanitarian relief. The U.S. Fund for UNICEF supports UNICEF's humanitarian relief work, and this organization has saved more children's lives than any other humanitarian organization. Robert J. McCain said, "There is no achievement without goals." 21,000 children still die each day from preventable causes. So UNICEF's mission statement is to do whatever it takes to make that number zero by giving children the essentials for a safe and healthy childhood. So their whole goal is to decrease that number, and they want to see each year that it does decrease and more children are getting the help that they need. UNICEF actually stands for United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund. Their main goals are to promote healthy lives, providing quality education, protecting against abuse, exploitation, and violence, and combating HIV and AIDS. These are the major goals of the organization, and they want to see that, that these goals do live out through the children and the mothers that they're trying to help. Anne Frank said, "How wonderful it is that nobody need wait a single moment before starting to improve the world." Like I said earlier, the organization does help over 150 countries, and the number currently is 191 countries that the organization extends to. UNICEF's headquarters are actually in New York, and there's a story about a 16-year-old girl named Carletta who actually lives in New York City. And growing up, she had a very hard home life, and she was not interested in school at all. And she ran away from home several times, and she became involved in dangerous activities and got into drugs and into a gang and stuff. And so UNICEF actually came in, and at her school, they started a program. And that way, after school, she had some place to go to take her away from these activities that were getting her in trouble and to help her focus on her schoolwork and grades. Aristotle said, "What is the essence of life? To serve others and to do good." So in conclusion, after learning about the history of UNICEF, what the organization stands for, the many goals of the organization, and the countries that the efforts have reached, it can be seen that this nonprofit organization works to improve the lives of mothers and their children, which can transcend into generations to come.